So on an interview I seen recently, this came from the page of Pac-Man ATL underscore Tay. I'll leave the link to his channel in the description. He interviewed Brian Norman Jr. Yesterday, and Brian Norman Jr. gave out some great information from his interview. And Tay asked a lot of good questions. He asked and Brian Norman Jr. who he would like to fight in the future. And Brian Norman Jr. just basically said that he wants to fight the best names in boxing at 147, and whatever guys want to put up to the table, titles, big names. He'll fight Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, anybody with a title, a big name fight that the fans will want to see. Uh, Basically, anything he's open to. If the business is right, it definitely can happen. And with that being said, a lot of people are starting to overlook him in certain situations, as far as with him now being a, WBO champion. A lot of fans are overlooking him as far as everything he's done the past few months, and especially over the last couple of years. And they really are trying to bring in other 147s and names uh, to basically take over the division. But he's a world champion right now. He's been elevated to that spot. He earned this spot through the victories that he had recently, and a lot of people just don't want to acknowledge that the 147 division is starting to change again. You have a new faces. You can't really go with the same faces from 10 or 15 years ago. It's time to basically turn the tables on a lot of things. Like, these guys are trying to step up. These young guys trying to make names now, and now they're in the position where they're trying to run things. He's not trying. He's not definitely going to be overlooked. It's a lot of people definitely trying to take his spot, because the way they're talking about 147, a lot of fans and media are thinking like that spot is open, and to get that spot, you'll have to basically try to defeat him. That's not an easy thing right now. A lot of people haven't really seen the best of what he has to bring to the table. They think they have, but I don't think they have. Um, I think he has more to bring to the table. I think as the fights elevate, he's going to elevate with his skill set. There's still a lot of names at 147, like Boots Ennis and Stanionis. You got guys like Jaleel Hackett and other names there, but he can basically do whatever he wants in that division right now, because he's been so active that it's not really too much responsibility, unless the guys want to step up and take the fight. They definitely can. But he's looking to fight some big name guys, man. He's Whether it's Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney, he definitely wants a huge challenge. And a lot of fighters say those names, but I know he's a guy who definitely would step into the role and take that fight, especially if guys want to come into his division. Because right now it is his division until someone comes in there and takes over. He's already earned his spot and made a name for himself at that level. So if people want to come in and basically take his spot, they'll definitely have a chance to, especially if the business is right. But that's gonna be a huge opportunity for anybody. And with big fights and big names being floating around at 147, I feel like a lot of people should take a chance and try to go with a fight towards Brian Norman's way, Brian Norman Jr. If they don't take a fight with him, then I don't I don't think these guys are serious. And a lot of people aren't really calling his name out right now. That's one thing I do know. Not to say that call outs mean anything. It's just uh not a lot of interest being shown, because I think a lot of people actually know that fight can actually get made, and he's going to bring a lot of value to 147. We need a lot more uh talent and guys who actually want to prove themselves at that weight class, which is hard to ask for these days, because it's not a lot of people that feel like they're in that position. But a lot of guys don't have to prove themselves already, especially with Ron Norman Jr. I feel like he's proved that he belongs. But everybody has their standard, so he got to raise his own standard. But I feel like he's definitely gonna be a tough match for anybody. I don't care who it is in the division. I think he's gonna be a tough fight. He has all the tools to outbox you. If you want to brawl, whatever kind of style you want to bring to the table, but it's definitely gonna be a huge opportunity. But for him to have, say he wants to fight the guys with the titles and the big names, that makes a huge difference, especially with the way things go today. A lot of guys don't go for the titles and the big names. They try to go for the, the small fry. But when you have a young guy like this trying to gun for the top dogs, it makes the sport better. Doesn't matter what happens, but when you have that type of mentality, change the sport. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe.